Hey there, and welcome to another episode of VIVEBITES. I'm Yu-kai Chou from HTC, and today we're going to explore about different immersive tiers of VR tracking. And this is something that we at HTC VIVE decided to coin and categorize to help the world understand VR more. Because there's a lot of confusion, right? People think, oh, well, VR is VR. What's the difference between VR from this company to that company to, the PCVR to the all-in-one? Why do we need to buy extra accessories to increase tracking? What is the difference between a $300 headset and a $1,000 headset and a $2,000 headset, right? Aren't they just VR? Aren't they the same? And so we would like to clarify this by introducing our comprehensive tier list for VR immersion. And so I'm going to quickly go through these because in future VIVEBITES, I'm going to go through them one at a time. There's a lot to cover, so we're going to use a lot of these VIVEBITES, but let's get this started. So when we look at the tier list for VR immersion, it's really 8 tiers. There's tier number 1, basic viewing, and usually that's with a cardboard and your smartphone that's put into it. And it's the basic experience of VR. Then we got tier 2, immersive viewing, which is what we call a 3DOF headset. And don't worry if you don't understand what those things mean, because we're gonna have future VIVEBITES that go through them in more detail. I'm just kind of running them through just to know what those 8 tiers are. So then we go to tier 3, which is what we call interactive viewing. And that's really what we call a 6DOF, 6 degrees of freedom headset attached with one controller while attached in a wireless way, of course. And that allows you to interact with some 3D objects with your body. Then we got tier 4, which is what we call casual gaming and general training. And that's with a 6DOF headset and 2 controllers. So each controller is 3 DOFs. So we got 6 degrees of freedom on your headset, and then 3 on one controller, 3 on the other. So that's what we call 6 times 6 degrees of freedom, 6 DOF. And that's usually where our standalone or all-in-one VR experiences are, VR hardware pieces are. And then we go into tier 5. And tier 5 really just adds a PC into the equation. So that's what we call PCVR. And it makes things higher resolution. So it makes it more real, more believable. Virtual reality seems more real, and that's obviously very valuable. So higher tier on the VR immersion list. Then we got tier 6, what we call hardcore gaming and 3D design. So that's a 6 DOF headset plus 2 controllers plus a PC, just like before. But now we add Lighthouse base stations to do full body tracking. It has more accuracy and knows what you're doing. So if you're doing more hardcore gaming beyond the casual stuff with the all-in-ones, and you want to do some 3D design that requires precision, oftentimes this is a great way to go. Then we got tier 7, which is pro gaming and pro training. And so this is all the stuff combined, right? 6 DOF headset, 2 controllers, PC, VR, Lighthouse base station, and a Vive Tracker that attaches to your limbs, right? Your ankle, your feet, your elbow, your hip, and allows the virtual world to fully know where everything is and has precise full body tracking. So if you're a pro gamer and every movement counts and you want to use your feet in scenarios, and also if you're a pro doing some pro training where there's a lot of danger, you have to react fast, it needs to feel real, then of course you go to tier 7. And then finally tier 8 is what we call empathetic VR tracking. And it's all of the above: 6 DOF headset, 2 controllers, PC, Lighthouse base station, Vive Tracker. But then we got what we call the body scanner, and usually that's on the face, which is like eye tracking and the facial scanner, which currently HTC VIVE has and is doing very, very well. And that basically allows people to bring emotions into the VR world, so they can build trust and rapport, and people can bond. So any entity that wants to build trust within VR should think about doing tier 8 empathetic VR tracking. And of course, every business needs to build trust, right? And also things like in place of VR chat, the empathy is so important. And so if you're ever wondering, again, why someone would buy a $1,500 VR headset, why not buy a $300 VR headset? Well, that's the reason, because sometimes they don't want to be a tier 4, casual and lighthearted. They want to become serious in VR and have full, real, immersive experience. Or, they want to build trust and they're doing a business within their VR. That concludes our comprehensive tier list for VR immersion. And I'm going to talk about each of these tiers in a bit more detail in the next few VIVEBITES. But I hope you learned something useful here, and I will see you guys in the other ones. This is Yu-kai Chou, signing off.